Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be covering a very interesting topic. Someone had asked this question from Mr. H.C. Verma. Why does a moving charge starts creating a magnetic field? For example, as you all know, a static charge. For example, this is a positively charged particle. It creates electric field. As you all know, static charge creates electric field, something like this. So what happens when it starts moving? It starts creating a magnetic field, which you can show something like this. That a charge when it's moving, it starts creating magnetic field. So the question arises: how does a charge when it's static creating electric field, but when it start moving, it start creating magnetic field? Well, you might be very surprised to know the answer. The answer lies between the Einstein's theory of relativity. Yes, Einstein's theory of relativity, and I'll be describing how does this happen. Well, let's take a look. I'm drawing a current carrying wire. For example, this is a current carrying wire. It consists of electrons. So on. Similarly, it consists of protons. Although they are not arranged like this, but for simplicity we are doing like this. And I'll be explaining everything. Some of few people have doubted why when electrons start moving it does not go under length contraction and all. Let me explain this very properly for a beginning. For example, as we all know, few things are static, things which don't move at all. But according to theory of relativity, special relativity, things like length, time, they are actually relative. They does not remain same in every frame of reference. They change according to the frame of reference. For example, let's talk about this length. When something starts moving, for example, an object which is moving, consider a car. Pretty bad. Consider this car which is moving on a road. As this car is moving car seems contracted. Contracted means the length of this car might seem a bit different. You might see it a bit contracted from a perspective of a person who is standing still and watching this car. See, as we know, length is not same. It changes according to speed. And as we start going very fast, for example, going with the speed of light, although you can't test the speed of light, so for example, you are going 99% speed of light, you will see things something like this, flat. And if you somehow manage to go at the speed of light, things will look infinitely small and for example infinitely small with zero dimension, something like this. See, as we know, length contracted. If you want to know more about this, then do let me know in the comments. I'll make a separate video on special theory of relativity explaining all these time, all these length, time and other perspective that are involved in this. For example, let's accept this fact that length changes for the things which start moving. Okay? So let's consider what happens in square. For example, you have connected this with a battery. See, it's connected with a battery, something like this. Now we know current will flow. Since the electrons will start moving from one direction to another, for example, electron will start moving in this way, like this. So when electrons start moving, everyone was asking this. Everyone was asking this question. Sorry for the noise. Everyone was asking this question: that why does when electrons are moving, they are not undergoing length contraction? See, when they start moving like this, what happens? The things which are moving get contracted. Means the distance between them becomes less. And things which are stationary, for example, the other things, they start expanding. And if you will place an particle, for example, a positively charged particle near this wire, you might think it should get attracted to this piece of wire, but it does not get attracted to this. As we know, only moving charged particle gets affected by a magnetic field. So why does this length contraction is not working in this? Well, the thing is, you all must know about diode. I'll draw a diode here. Let's just wait. Well, as we have drawn the structure of diode, here you can see it's an p-n junction diode. Well, I'll just tell you a basic concept of diode. You must be aware of the fact when electrons move, electrons start moving from one direction to other. The holes, or you can say or consider them positively charged particles, they start moving in the opposite direction. Let's zoom in into this. For example, let's suppose this. This is a structure of fluorine. I am considering this as a structure of fluorine for the basic simplicity. So, for example, just imagine so many atoms of fluorine are arranged in this way. Let me make another box. So just imagine so many fluorine atoms are arranged in this manner. See, now let's think of it, current start flowing. This one electron will start moving from this to another side. This electron will jump. As we know, when current flows, electrons move. So now you can see this is now positively charged. As one electron is missing and we have 5 protons and 4 electrons in this. So what will happen? This electron will jump from this place to this. Now this is again neutral and this is positively charged. Are you getting? Similarly, this electron will move from this place to this place. Now this has become positively charged and this has become neutral. So what we have noticed from this analogy, this diode, holes and electron movement analogy, and when electrons move from one place to another, this positively charged, this positive charge is moving from this place to that. Electrons are moving in this direction. Similarly, this positive, or you can say the positive particle or positive atom, or in terms of diode analogy, you can say the holes, they are moving in this direction. As you can see, this hole has been created, which was previously here and then here. So you can see electrons are moving in this direction, electrons are moving in this direction, and these protons, or you can say positively charged particles, they are moving in this direction. They are not moving exactly, but these holes, which can be considered as positively charged particle, as we work on diode, we consider them as positively charged particle, and this entire atom is becoming positive as each and every electron is moving from this direction to this direction. Since you can see these things are moving, you can consider that these protons are also moving. Let me draw them. I have drawn these protons a bit closer. You can see why, as I have explained earlier, the things which move, they get contracted. As these electrons are contracted, these protons are also contracted. It means when a current carrying wire is placed near a charged particle, this was our initial positively charged particle and this was our current carrying wire. So when a positively charged particle is placed near a current carrying wire, it does not experience any force. Are you getting what I am saying? Why it's not experiencing any force? Because the negative accumulation which was done due to the electron movement got cancelled by the accumulation of these positively charged particles in the other direction. That's why a rest, or you can say a proton or a rest positively or negatively charged particle don't get affected near a current carrying wire. Or as we all know, this which we consider as a fact that a current carrying wire creates a magnetic field. So till now we are only considering that each and every particle has electric field. Now we will describe how does this moving particle, when we start moving this positively charged particle, it start creating a magnetic field. Now let's reconsider this current carrying wire and place this proton here. I have just placed this proton here for simplicity because I have more space here, nothing special. So, as we all know, current is flowing, electrons are moving in this direction, protons are moving in this direction. So, let's consider this proton is also moving. We have to find that moving particles create magnetic field. So, in this way, let's consider that the proton is moving in the direction of these electrons with the same velocity. For example, velocity of electron is v1 and velocity of our moving charged particle, which was this v positive, it's also v1. They are moving with the same velocity in this direction. For simplicity, we are taking the direction same. So what will happen according to the special theory of relativity? Since these electrons are moving in this direction and this proton is also moving in this direction, now let's consider the frame of reference of this proton. For example, this proton is seeing these current carrying wire and these electrons. Since the proton and electron are moving at the same velocity, proton will see electrons as an static particle. What I mean to say is, if you are moving with someone with the same velocity, for example, you and your friend are moving in a park or somewhere else, if you are moving with the same velocity, you will see each other at rest. Similarly, this proton will see these electrons at rest, and according to them, these protons are actually moving. Are you getting what I am saying? Considering the frame of reference, if these two things are moving in the same direction with the same velocity, so according to them, they are in rest, and these positively charged particles are moving in the opposite direction. Since they were also moving, now they are moving in this direction, and according to this proton will start moving. These protons, they will start moving in this direction. Now let's consider the frame of reference and put the special theory of relativity and topic of length contraction. Since these are moving, according to this proton, the electrons are static, so they will be looking like this. Since electron and this moving charged particle are static, they are actually having some distance between them. As things which are at rest position, they get expanded, and things which are actually moving, they get slightly contracted. So the proton will get contracted, and this positively charged particle, which was of course moving. Now can you see? This positively charged particle, for example, is moving and is at this place right now. You can see there are more positively charged particles as compared to the negatively charged particles. So since there are more positively charged particles as compared to the negatively charged particle, this proton, or you can say this positively charged particle, will start repelling. Now you getting what I am saying? When this positively charged particle was at stationary position, when it was not moving, it was just sitting just next to this current carrying wire, it was not doing anything. But once we start giving a push, what happened? It get repelled from this current carrying wire. Well, now this seems a bit mysterious, that how does current or this positively charged particle when moving get repelled from this. If you will watch from this positively charged particle frame of reference, according to him, he is getting repelled because of the accumulation of positively charged particle in this place. And from our frame of reference, since we are just standing here and watching this positively charged particle moving in the direction of the electron, in our frame of reference, we consider this as a magnetic field. We consider this movement of positively charged particle as magnetic field, since we are sitting and standing here, and this proton, this positively charged particle get repelled from this current carrying wire because of its magnetic field. But from the frame of reference of this positively charged particle, it is actually getting repelled from this current carrying wire due to the accumulation of positively charged, which was held by length contraction. And that's the reason, that's the explanation of theory of relativity. The things which start moving, they get contracted, and things which are stationary, they get spread. And now I'll like to mention few things, that each and everything in this universe is in motion. So each and every motion according to each and every person is relative, which we call of course relative motion. So since this proton is moving, or you can say this proton was moving, it got repelled from this wire, and static one was standing still without any movement. So now we are explaining why does a moving charge get repelled from current carrying wire and a static charge does not possess anything. The main doubt that everyone got was, if this is standing still and current is flowing or the electron is moving in this direction, then they must get contracted and they must come, they must look something like this. And proton, since they are not moving, they must look like this. But as I have explained, these positively charged particles are also moving in the opposite direction from this diode analogy, that as the electron jump from one atom to another, they create a vacant hole. And this hole, or the absence of the electron, make this entire atom as positively charged. So now you have answers to all the questions. And why does a static charge do not move? Why does a moving charge particle get repelled from current carrying wire? Or you can say it is affected by the magnetic field. So here I would like to end this lecture. I hope you have understood what I have tried to explain. If you have any doubt or any query related to this topic, or maybe related to diode, or maybe related to special relativity, you can comment down below. I'll try to explain it without any mathematical equations and all. I know most of the students avoid these equations, but I'll try my best to explain them in just this sort of manner. So I hope you like this video. Thank you very much.